Hello, what is happening, everybody, and welcome to another cast. I'm doing this like right on top of the last cast that I threw out, so now my voice is all warmed up and ready to go, so my English should be as good as it usually is. Yeah. I thought I had something to say there, make it a bit more exciting, but apparently I didn't. But we're going to be diving right into this game. Ember Spirit and Reiki picked up right off the bat here. So this is going to be an exciting game. Ember Spirit, one of my favorite heroes. If there's a good Ember Spirit player, I'm just going to be like, my jaw's going to drop and I'm just going to go quiet if he makes big plays. I'm going to try not to, but usually I'm a big Ember Spirit fan. I suck at him, but I appreciate big Ember Spirit plays. And we have a Reiki backing him up and a Bane Slardar Silencer. Everybody just coming out at once. So Silencer, he's going to be a big problem for this Ember Spirit. He is going to be relying a lot on that Sleight of Fist. As of right now, Legion Commander now picked up. And Reiki as well. I mean, it's going to be a problem with the Silencer, especially for the Bane here. Because as soon as he lets go of the Fiend's Grip, Silencer is just going to pop his ultimate. And that's going to be one cancel Fiend's Grip. So we're going to be diving in. We even got the Tidehunter despite the Silencer. I'm kind of surprised. Are we going to see a Rupik pickup here? Rupik counterpick? Come on. Last hero. Rupik counterpick. Please. It's going to be the Rupik. Hell yeah. Alright. We're going to be diving into one hell of a game here. Can already tell we got Father Time on the Slaughter. We got Rupik picked up by Katua. Wind Ranger going to be going possibly straight mid. Frenchie's going to be playing her. And the Silencer Cullen is Swoby. It's going to be on her. And last but not least, we got Purple Paw on your Phantom Lancer, your Cancel Lancer. It's not that bad anymore. He's more of a fighting hero as of right now instead of a ratting one. So that's one thing I'm really excited about. We got a little Princess on actually going conventional here. The Jungling Legion Commander. With the Ember Spirit going to be following up here on the middle lane if I could get my eyes over to his. We're watching him. There you go with the Ember Spirit. Tidehunter going to be going with the Pirate Flag and some form of Harpoon, it looks like. Not entirely sure what that right there is. Might be able to figure it out here in a second. And it is a Bane. Kraken Bane. Alright, fair enough. We got the Tidehunter. He's just going to be wandering out into his lane here as we got Reiki looking very sexy with the Monsters Reprisal. I got that set as well. I just don't know how to pronounce it. We got the Bane backing him up on the top lane. Should make for a pretty solid lane here. Bane, he could come into trouble with the Slaughter, but as of right now, Silencer, he's not very strong, he's not very tanky. Just a quick brain sap and Reiki pouncing on him, and that should be an easy pickup. Slaughter just gonna be forcing him out, but super good until the Slaughter gets up and leveled with the, or basically levels up and gets the amplifier damage. He's gonna be having such a hard time up against this Reiki, I feel. But they're actually looking to force him back here. Bane taking a lot of unnecessary harass. Silencer just going straight for the glaives, using those aggressively. I actually think that might be a good idea. Phantom Lancer just going to be dueling up against this Tidehunter down here in the bottom lane. That should be a lane that the Tidehunter should have no problem taking. Because the illusions aren't going to do shit to him. Once he gets just a couple of points in the Kraken Shell, all that damage coming out is just going to be reduced to nothing. And Rupik trying to back him up in lane, but there's not really much Rupik can do as of right now until he gets the spell steal. We got on the middle lane, we do have the Wind Ranger, just going to be roaming around here. Trying to find last hits and trying to outlane this Ember Spirit, but as of right now, Ember Spirit actually having trouble keeping up. I mean, it's very understandable. Wind Ranger, quite a strong middle laner, a couple of points in the power shot and the Wind Run, and she should be just fine up against this Ember Spirit. But Legion Commander, though, just trying for the stacks here in the jungle, has cleared out a couple of camps already. And actually going for the overwhelming odds rather than the press the attack. Some people would go the other way around, just because you got the heals. Oh, on middle lane, there are the chains coming out, but not really going to mount to anything. Frenchie might be looking for a counter kill. Does have the power shot. I think that was what he was looking for, but would have been enough damage? It would not have been enough damage, so no point in sending that out. And top lane actually getting pushed in. You got 3 range creeps up here, just trying to force down the Slaughter. Down here on bottom lane, just going to be stealing the stacks here. Or not, the stacks, the pulls. Rubik just gonna come back and give him a little courtesy lift. Actually, just gonna get forced back. And Tidehunter is already sitting on those boots of speed. I think it was somebody calling them out at least. Allies. Yep, he's actually sitting on the coaching role as of right now. Should be coaching the Riki here. That's how he's sitting. That's my man Tony Montana. So they're going to be having an advantage on that. You might want to turn that Ring of Basilius off there. Good old Fan Wenzel. Otherwise, your lane's got to push. That's a bad thing. So we got Legion Commander. Just going to be roaming quickly in their lane and rotating back out again. Might go for the Midas build. I've not had the most success with the Midas Legion Commander. Just because it takes a while to farm. Legion Commander not the quickest to farmers, at least not compared to somebody like an Axe or something. But yeah, not the strongest of jungling. Not the strongest jungle hero, especially since the patch she received almost right when she came out. Oh, and Silencer, he's going to be dropping a bit low here. Tidehunter's just still sitting in there taking the neutrals. And 4 minutes in, no kills just yet. People just trying to farm up, trying to get healthy. And Ember Spirit has been letting go of the Sleight of Fist once. Usually you would wait and just go points into Flame Guard and Searing Chains. But it is very, very valuable for trying to chase people down. Sleight of Fists. Riki. Got no smokescreen just yet. Might actually want to go for it. Could become a problem up against Slardar if he does decide to go on him because he has no way of countering the Slithering Crush. Now Riki, that's gonna hurt right there. It's gonna hurt a rather significant amount here. As Silencer, just so cold. So cold going up against the Riki. And Riki only managing to get a miss, but he might drop low from him. Is he gonna go down? No, he's regenerating a bit too fast here. Very, very close to. And Riki's gotta be careful here now. Slardar gonna get scouted out, but running away. Now, as of right now, I feel top is where it's going to happen, but I'm not entirely positive. I mean, Legion Commander could just as easily get picked off in the jungle here for the first blood. But top, looking like a solid place for blood. As Riki's playing very, very aggressively. Bane now going to get caught out. He's actually just taking a whole lot of damage here. It's going to be forced back. There was no last word. Or Curse of the Silent on him. Was the last word? Yep, that was the last word. Didn't actually hit him all that hard. Now Riki, he's going in deep. Where's the crush? Not going to let it go just yet. Bane, 2 points in Brain Stab. Might actually want to try for one in Nightmare. Just pop the Nightmare onto the Slardar and focus the Silencer. I'd say that would be the choice. Or do it the other way around. Get a smoke screen on Riki. Just Nightmare up the Silencer, remove the support, and then just go straight for the carry. Try to shut him down early. So we do have Mr. Ember Spirit now going to get lifted. Rotation from Rubik. This is going to be the first blood. It is going to. Beautiful play there by Rubik. It's going to be taken out of middle lane until Wind Ranger gets up to speed. And she's actually sitting on the most of farm and also the highest net worth by a rather significant amount already. Far up here now up on top lane. Slardar, he's going to get put low, and that should be one dead Bane. But the question is, yep, Slardar is going to fall, so a good trade there for the Riki. As Silencer not going to get jumped. Riki not quite level 5, only just one more creep, and he would have been there. And Silencer should be able to heal right back up. But yeah, that was a trade definitely going the way of the Dire here. As Wind Ranger now getting chased down by the Ember Spirit. He does have a Remnant in case he wants to throw it out there. Is now going to get lifted. He's going to get forced back. Power Shot as well. Not going to dodge it. Wind Ranger looking for that kill. He's not going to find it. Ember Spirit shifting off to the side there. But yeah, Tidehunter down the bottom lane looking rather solid up against this. Phantom Lancer has not been getting a whole lot. Only got the Ring of Aquila going for him. As of right now, Legion Commander actually working rather solidly here in the jungle. Taking the good camps, and her GPM is rather poor actually. As of right now, it's probably gonna get a lot better. You know, the way I'm gonna do it in the future when I'm playing Legion Commander. Hold on, Wind Ranger, just gonna drop a little bit low here. But yeah, the way I'm gonna do it in the future, just to stay the first 2-3 levels in lane, Yeah, and then just work my way straight towards an armlet. Until, you know, you get the moment of courage going for you, you get the overwhelming odds, and the press the attack. Until then, stay in lane, suck a bit of experience, and then go in and then kick dicks in the jungle. But yeah, she's closing in on level 5. In terms of experience, also sitting rather low, just above the Rubik. But yeah, Riki currently. Just, actually looking pretty solid, this Riki. Did only manage to get the assist on the Slaughter, but they managed to get the kill nevertheless. And he's got the open venom going for him now. Tidehunter is going to get forced back, not expecting a kill to go out. He's basically put all of his points into Kraken Shell as of right now, and might want to put one in Gush. I mean, it depends if he wants kills or not. If he just wants to sit back and farm, Gush is not the thing you want to go for. You want to go for Anchor Smash. But if you want to chase, if you want to play aggressively, it's Gush. Gush is the skill to go. I mean, just 1 point in and it will secure a rather good chase. But yeah, Tidehunter is going to be taking the Ancient Camp as of right now. Going to be letting the Phantom Lancer get his farm there, as he's going to be taking some even more valuable. He's got the Arcane Boots going for him. They're done. So all he needs now, unless he wants to rush a Blink Dagger, I mean, there's always the possibility that he just feels so safe and so secure in lane that the Blink Dagger is just the way he wants to go, right off the bat. And no real... Oh yeah, we got Sentry Wards up on top. That's going to make it a whole lot harder for the Riki. Because now, yeah, they can see him. That's when Slaughter comes into his own with the counter. The amplify damage. He's going to scout out Riki. So much, and Phantom Lancer taking a quick little tower down on bottom. That's going to accelerate his farm, and now we actually get him getting a bit of a chase here. Global Silence is going to go out. Riki going to get forced back here. When is he going to run out? Just refreshed, and this should be one dead Riki here. The amplify damage. Oh, the Nightmare Silencer. He's going to get pulled out of it now, and they're going to turn their attention towards the Bane. Now the Tidehunter coming in. He does have a Ravage. Is he going to let it rip? He could do it. There's a Legion Commander there as well. Not going to commit it. Not going to commit it. Ember Spirit is going to be running into the Silencer, and that's going to be an easy pickup for him. That's his face boots. Plus, he's got a bounty rune, so happy days for the Ember Spirit. And is now actually going to be going up against the Phantom Lancer. Don't think he's going to get brought down entirely. Does he have Remnants down somewhere? He does. And that's gone. He's gone. Not actually entire. Wind Ranger anticipating and waiting and just taking that kill so easily. I think she was just waiting for that Ember Spirit to rotate backwards, because if he hadn't gone for the Remnants, he would have been put down by the Phantom Lancer. So she was just waiting, not chasing at all. And that's gonna be Ymilner. Or Maelstrom, excuse me. I keep mixing those up. I'll try to do my best to not let that happen. But yeah, Focus Fire is gonna be bringing down this tower rather efficiently, and that's one tower down for the Wind Ranger. She's gonna be proceeding down the middle lane there. Bane in trouble is gonna get brought down here by the Slaughter, and disaster start for this Dire team. This is problematic. Tidehunter though has yet to kick in. Looks like he's just going straight for the Blink Dagger. I can't even click on the guy. Yeah, he's going straight Blink Dagger. He's got the stacks to do it. Once he's cleared these out, it should be just a piece of cake. Farming up the Blink Dagger. Oh, sweet cola. Sweet Coca-Cola. As Mr. Phantom Lancer has picked up his power treads, also going for the Blade of Alacrity. That is potentially going to get turned into a Diffusal Blade, which makes him very rather solid. Just, I mean, Phantom Lancer without a Diffusal is not a very good Phantom Lancer. Black has played him without a Diffusal. I've seen that works. But you gotta know what you're doing. If you don't get a Diffusal, you gotta know what you're doing. Ember Spirit, he's rotating top, actually pinging out this lone Silencer. He does have a global escape silence if he wants to. But they're gonna be rotating in. I don't know why that TP was so close by, but it was nevertheless. Now Ember Spirit, he's gonna be going in. Where are the chains? Not gonna let him go just yet. Nightmare onto Ember Spirit. Oh dear lordy Lou. Silencer, is he gonna make it out? No, that was the chains, and that's it. He's done for. And Silencer is going to go down. Easy pickings here. Tidehunter, he's closing in on his Blink Dagger. Basically just needs to sell the Bracer, which I suspect he shall do. We're just going to go for the heals and keep the Bracer, and yeah, he's going to keep the Bracer. I mean, it's going to give him that extra bit of survivability and a little bit of strength, so, I mean, I can understand his decision there. I would have just been greedy and just sold him, gone straight for the Blink Dagger. Because he might head into a fight here soon. That middle tower is being forced down. That Wind Ranger pushing so fast, it's almost ridiculous. Core Wind Ranger for the win here. He's going to push it down. Almost. They can get the deny off of this, and she's got a wind run out. They have trapped 2 Radiant Heroes up in the wrong side. Rubik, are they gonna go for the duel? She does have the armlet, but is now gonna get stunned and minus armor, so that's probably not a good idea. Now the moment occurred, stolen by Rubik. He's gonna pop him onto himself. Might wanna pop that onto the silencer. Or Slaughter, excuse me. Legion Commander now getting chased out. There's the amplified damage, so that should be quite an easy pickoff. Tidehunter regretting that he didn't buy that Blink Dagger now. That would have been a double kill for him. Bane gonna Fiend Script the Slaughter. And Ember Spirit gonna get the Rubik as well. That's a 2 kills, 2 for 1. Nice trade there. Going out for the Dire. And that's gonna bring him slightly more back into the game. Losing somebody who's not really doing well at all level on farming in terms of net worth. Still not looking rather very solid, so I mean they're satisfied. They're trading it for a Rubik and a Slaughter. And Slaughter who desperately needs farm. I mean he's so close. He had his Blink Dagger. I think that death just cost him the Blink Dagger, so that's gonna get delayed now. And whoa, Ember Spirit, slow down, buddy. You can't keep up. He's gonna get his hands on the Phantom Lancer. That's gonna be a slow diffusal blade. Now Tidehunter getting his blink. Slaughter farming up for his. So we got another deep sea showdown here.
Death's bounty.
As Rubik is gonna get brought. Is going low here by the Riki, but
How the hell did you
yeah,
see me?
Wind Ranger, lucky she was there, and I'm not entirely sure Blink Strike is a good idea. Now Ember Spirit, he's jumping in. Maybe wants to get the kill. Oh, the Blink back down. I don't think he anticipated that. Now the Remnant is going to get the kill there.
Discover what lies beyond.
Nice play there by Ember Spirit. Jaw hasn't dropped yet, though. Jaw hasn't dropped yet. Just wanted to put that out there. Slaughter has got the Blink Dagger going for him. So he's done with that now. Phantom Lancer, I think he wants to chase, and it's not exactly a good idea up against a Ember Spirit with a Flame Guard. I mean, they're just going to take down the illusions so fast. Oh, yeah, I see what you did there. There's a little Remnant down there, and he's just going to be manaing up and then be jumping right back into the active Flame Remnant. Frenchie, little Wind Ranger girl here. And Riki. He is not the quickest of farmers as of right now. Has actually not even been getting the experience that he really needs. Sitting on second to most. Oh, middle lane. Mecha killing streak. I missed another kill, excuse me. But yeah, Ember Spirit delivering the plays. He's gotten 6 of the 8 kills, and he's basically been involved in more than 90%. That's not more. That's less, a bit less than 90% of all the kills. Now in middle lane, there are fights going on. The Ravage has been blown. Frenchie trying to retreat out. Tidehunter getting slowed so much. Shackle Shot is going to go. Now the Global Silence. TP out from Wind Ranger. She's going to be making it out home safe. But now the Rubik. It's his turn. Now it's the turn of the Phantom Lancer. But no, Slaughter going in with the counter crush. Ember Spirit taking that kill. Phantom Lancer wasn't able to get out. Now the Rubik. He's going to go as well. But now he's going to get crushed. Ember Spirit. He has no way of getting out. Or does he? The duel. The save duel. And I think they wants to get it. No, they don't. They can't get it. That would have been a bit too aggressive. But yeah, monster kill. From the Ember taking that kill. Legion Commander going to go down because of it. But yeah. Now he's been involved in more than 90% of the kills. He's been involved in 10 out of the 11 kills that has gone down December Spirit. That is truly ridiculous. And he's ready to go. Popping the Flame God early. Wanting to get the Silencer. I think he's just going to be gone. There's no way of getting out of it. He has nothing to do there. Not even any damage up from the last ward. And Ember Spirit sitting on 3k gold as of right now. 10-1. 18 minutes in. Has not been doing a good job of keeping his towers safe. But other than that, super heavy farming. Heavy farming of heroes at least. I mean, his last hit graph, I mean, it's a nightmare to last hit with Ember Spirit. Because his attack animation is not very good and his sounds is not very satisfying. But yeah, that right there is pretty much the battle fury that he's looking for. Usually I like what I want from a solid last hit animation or hit animation is a good sound, a very instant, very instant hit, and yeah, just proper sound, instant hit and proper sound. That's why I don't like Death Prophet, because her range is not very sudden or is not very instant. It takes a long time for the projectile to travel. When you look at Sniper, he doesn't have, you know, like a solid, like something you can count. You can't. It's tough to cancel your own last hits with Sniper. That's the only downside about him. Otherwise, it's very sudden and it's very satisfying. Somebody I like last hitting with is Juggernaut. One, it's very instant. Sound is very good, and once you get those crits, ooh, it just sounds so sweet. Pause out from Ricky. Not entirely sure what he's pausing for. Then straight on pause. Of course, from Phantom Lancer, it is the pubs. So, oh, they're managing to find the Legion Commander. Just been, yep, that's the purge. That's the good thing about Legion Commander. Then the purge of those negatives. Now Bane, he's gonna go down. Legion Commander taking a lot of damage. Silence as well. Getting thrown back in. Tidehunter. Is he gonna have to go for a Ravage? No, he's just gonna try to save it and pop and run back out there. And we got a Diffusal Blade on either side there. Yeah, and Riki, he should be fine. He's gonna wander through. But yeah, purges all targets, removing its buffs and slowing it. And that's a 4-second duration, so if you have somebody with a silencer, that's gonna purge basically everything. The Whirring of Aquila, the extra intelligence stolen, Phantom Lancer, he's gonna go down. There's the Tidehunter Ravage. He's gonna be taking that kill. Windranger in trouble. Oh, no, Rubik, you're gonna be stealing the gush. No Ravage for you today. Ember Spirit, just because it's Battle Fury, might want to look to show that off as Bane. He's got to get caught out here, got to get lifted. And he's pretty much gone, going to be doing the last little courtesy fuck you to the Rubik there. As, who's that? That's Riki inside of the Nightmare. Legion Commander back into the fray. Wants to duel, is going to get the win. Slardar now going to get chased out. No mana. No mana for you. And he's gone. So this is a 3 for 4. Maybe a full-on team wipe silencer. He's trying to make it out. I don't think he's fast enough. Legion Commander gonna be roaming around, and there it is. It's a nice little kill out there from Riki. And he's on an ultra kill. That was the 4 kills he really needed. Just gonna pop him right back up there in terms of net worth. That brought him above the level 11 Phantom Lancer, who basically has pretty much the same items. But now Riki, he's got the Yasha form. He's got the Orb of Venom. Yeah, actually had that the entire time. Excuse me. Power Treads, Diffusal Blade, and the Yasha. Big time items for a minute 21 Riki. And Tidehunter got the Arcane Boots, so he's not going to be having any problems with mana anymore. Lancer building up illusions here inside the camp. Of course, with the recent patches, it has lowered the duration of the illusions, which makes split pushing so much harder. Turns him into more of a man fighter. But it's not really all that great up against an Ember Spirit who relies on a lot of targets when popping the Sleight of Fist. I mean, with enough illusions, this Phantom Lancer, he could pretty much kill himself. That's the only downside. Ember Spirit, he should be able to do so much work up against it. The only one he's really struggling with is the Windranger. But she hasn't been the biggest of problems. for this dire team to handle. Oh, the crush. Oh, dude, the Legion Commander, she's gonna go down. Riki now jumping in. Smoke. Rubik got the smoke. That could actually turn out to be something big. There's the diffusal blade. That's the dust, and he's gone. Not a diffusal blade. It was something else. I'm not entirely sure what it was. It was a weird little particle effect, but yeah. That's Shiga on Riki, and that was an important kill they got on him. Big time important kill, Bane. Just gonna hit the bounty rune here.
The wages of fear.
Slide of Fists. That actually did a whole lot of damage. Ember Spirit. They really gotta watch out for him. He's been a big problem all throughout this game. And that broadsword, those might be the crits he's looking for. I mean, it's all in the taste whether or not you want to get that second battlefield first, or you're just gonna go crits right off the bat. But it looks like he'll go for the crits. He knows he has a lot of units to target with the Slide of Fist, so the cleave is gonna be enough. Now he only needs the crits. Because if you look at it, you know, he doesn't really need another Battle Fury if you got the Phantom Lancer going. And, you know, the more hits you have, the more chances you have of critting. And you're going to be critting on the AoE. So, they're rather solid looking as of right now. Very, very close game. If we take a look at the graphs here, it's next to 0. Dire taking the experience, Radiant taking the net worth, but it's pretty much back to nil here. As both teams kind of evening out. Slider is going for the armlet. Really conventional. No new exciting builds as of right now on anybody. Legion Commander. Looks a lot like a Sanj. Usually we'll get a Blink Dagger at this point. But actually going to go for the Sanj. That's a bit different. But I can see I can see the benefit of it. Because, I mean, she's not really lacking initiation all that much. They have an initiator in the Tidehunter, so it's not really her job. Ember Spirit can do a tremendous amount of damage. All she needs to do is kind of try to disable a little bit. Oh, Silencer. That could be a bit of a problem. Slaughter trying for the crush, but the smoke is going to save the Riki this time. That's rather unfortunate. Rather unfortunate for this Radiant side. And Windranger, that's as close as to an Aghanim Scepter as you can possibly get. It is not far away, and that's going to enable her to not really utilize all that much damage just yet, but it is going to get there eventually. Once she start building the, possibly, I would actually say that a Desolator in this game would not be half that bad. Because he's not having all that much trouble staying alive. If you look at it, she's 514, so Lifesteal is not really going to help her out all that much. A Desolator could help her take down the kills a lot faster. Ember Spirit, as of right now, doesn't have a whole lot of armor. Could help him out with the Riki. Trying to lower his damage resistance a little bit. And the Bane, he would just die. Downright die. Just get crushed as well as the Tidehunter. Oh, they know the Riki is in there. Slaughter, he wants to go for it. There's the True Sight. It's on him. Plus the Shackles. Ravage up from Tidehunter. I don't think that was a particularly good idea. He's just running into 4. Ravage stolen by Rubik. Is he going to let it rip just yet? Might not. It's going to hold up. He's got the Ravage. That's a big steal. That's a very, very big steal. Oh dear lordy loo, Mr. Rubik.
Mere coin.
He's got a Ravage for 240 seconds. And that's big. Oh, Slaughter might be in for a bit of a death there. Yep, it's going to go for the duel, and that's an easy win. The 24 bonus damage to Legion Commander. Hasn't been able to do a whole lot as of yet. And down on the bottom lane, we do have the Rubik. He's going to be rotating in the lane, just chilling out for a bit. Happy about the fact that he's got a Ravage. That's a big steal. He might want to consider going for a Blink Dagger, especially in this game. Don't think Duel would be all that bad for him to steal either. It's going to secure a lot of lockdown here. And actually a good pickup here from the Legion Commander. Transitioning that into a Heaven's Halberd. So that's going to... that's basically going to we're not going to see a blade mail is what I'm trying to say. It's going to render the blade mail useless, and she can duel the Slardar a lot better, and the Wind Ranger. Because they'll outdamage her, no question about it. But Halberd, just jumping in, going for the Halberd, and then into the duel, she's going to win the duel any day. Of course, doesn't really have the moment of courage up against that, but it's not really a problem. As long as she targets the right hero, Halberd is going to work miracles. We have Silencer, he's going to be rotating in. Ravage is going to go, trying to get this Ember Spirit. So Rubik is not going to have that for a good little duration. I think that was the last Ravage he's able to use. Has been holding on to that for quite a while by now. Has now gotten the Haste Rune. Might be looking to steal something else now. Riki working his way into that Sanjin Yasha. It's going to increase his roaming and just stats in general. We're looking on Ember Spirit. He does have the crits going for him. Might want to build into that second Battle Fury now. I'm not entirely sure what he wants to do with it. Have not been seeing any... I was just about to say we haven't been seeing any kills, but Riki just going ham up on the top lane, taking out two, catching out the Rubik and catching out the Wind Ranger. Oh dear lordy loo, I didn't even realize. Somebody suggested to me that I should up the size of the icons on the minimap. But the issue with that is that my console doesn't work. My in-game console doesn't work. So I can't. I would love to. It would probably make me, way better at trying to tell when heroes are going to be clashing into each other, but it's just so difficult. Or it's not so difficult. It's not because I can't insert console commands, it just doesn't want to execute them. And that's why I don't use, a lot of casters, they use, right now I'm using smooth drag. You can't really see my mouse, but I'm using smooth drag as of right now. Which is what some, I know Join Dota uses it a lot. Or not, excuse me, not Join Dota. Beyond the Summit casters, they use it a lot, but what I would like to get my hands on is directed camera assist, and I'm going to be talking further on about that afterwards with Slardar. He's going to try to go ham, Legion Commander. Just taking so much damage because of that armor reduction, and she's going to be gone. Ouch. But yeah, Roshan, they could take it. They could totally take it. They have the damage. They got to deal with the Ember Spirit, though. I feel they got to deal with him first. Depends on what they want to do. They're going in. We're just going to scout him out, and that's going to be so good for the Ember Spirit. Riki now getting caught out. We're going to be witnessing the fight going on here on both sides. Ravage is available. Where is it? Looking for the Ravage. It's got to let it rip. No global silence as of yet. Silencer going to get taken out first. Now the Phantom Lancer. Actually a double kill for the Riki. He's just going to work. Maybe even a triple kill. Wind Ranger unable to make it back out. It's just too slow. Ember Spirit. Oh, so close to that kill. Not going to get it. Blink out. Wind Ranger. There it is. And that's I was just going to say a triple. That's almost a team wipe. That is so much gold right down in the pocket of that Riki. And he's got the Basher now. That's going to make a world of difference for him. And he is 8-4-5. This is getting ridiculous. And that's a free Roshan right there. That's a very much a free Roshan. And who's going to be taking that? Riki's taking that Aegis. Youchies. And yeah, Ember Spirit. That's the second Battle Fury. It's done. I mean, his net worth is ridiculous as of right now. His gold per minute is 502, 31 minutes. Or, excuse me. Yeah, 31 minutes then. But yeah, what I was trying to say with the directed camera assist before is basically, it'll create this sort of an effect, the smooth drag effect, while just, like locking onto the heroes. Because as of right now, this right here is edge panning. And that's not good. That's not very pleasant to look at. I realize that. I do it sometimes when I have to be quite fast on this. Now Riki is going to get scouted out again. I don't think he's going to be making it out of this one. Just too much damage. He's going to go down. Slaughter in with the crush, but now the counter initiation. Tidehunter, no Ravage. Rubik stealing the overwhelming odds. Riki, he's going to get brought down here by the arrows. All the arrows up from the Wind Ranger. Now it's going to be the turn of the Legion Commander. Gonna go down. Bane getting messed up as well. And Tidehunter, it's going to be A 4-man blowout. Triple kill for the Phantom Lancer, and that's going to be sending him rushing up the net worth.
Thank you.
And he's got the Monza style. I just can't say the things that I... Dota, you're not allowing me to say my things. Oh, Ember, that is going to be big. The second slide of Fist could actually potentially take out this Phantom Lancer. I don't think they're able to take the tower. Or they might be. Wind Ranger doing a tremendous amount of work there. Are they going to get the deny off there? They could glyph it and try to go for the deny, but it's never good to deny your 3-3s. All the RNG gods are going to be on the side of Wind Ranger. But yeah, Ember Spirit. Holy hell. The amount of work he's trying to do here. Just incredible. Daedalus probably second item up on the list here. They have a bottom tower to defend as well. But yeah, Ember Spirit going to be chasing out. What I was trying to say that the camera assist is going to be creating something like this effect right here. Without me having to try to do it manually. Because as right now, I'm doing it manually. I'm holding down my middle mouse button while I'm trying to drag like this. And that gets very, very annoying really fast. So sometimes I go to edge panning like this. That's kind of bad. Sometimes I do this, which I'm controlling with my keyboard as right now. But yeah, there are a lot of different camera techniques that I can't use because my console doesn't want to work out. Slaughter now going to be jumping in onto the Ember Spirit. If they get this Ember Spirit, that could be huge. He's stunned. Might go down. Ravage is going to go. Ember Spirit is going to get shackled. Oh, the Bane saving his life, and Ember Spirit going to be going back to the base. And he's going to be fine, and they lost the Slaughter. That's actually rather big as well. Silencer even got a gem and a Midas. If they could shut him down, that would be huge. I cannot believe Ember Spirit got out of there. That was clutch plays there by Bane. Getting that brain sap off right at the crucial moment. And Ember Spirit right back onto the fray. They want this middle lane tower. They want it bad. Wind Ranger, you might be in a bit of trouble here. It's a lot of minus armor. Now, once again, Wind Ranger. Oh, they got it off, and there's no salvation. No Bane to save you this time. Ember Spirit gonna go down. Oh, Bane. He's gonna get brain sapped as well. Into the Nightmare, trying to go for the defensive Nightmare, but Rubik gonna be taking that kill. Phantom Lancer is gonna get eaten up. But Riki, he's actually gonna go down as well. Gemma True Sight on the ground. He did manage to get the Silencer, but definitely not worth it. And big gold exchange right down the pocket of this Wind Ranger. Holy hell. Aghanim Scepter. Fine. Looking good. And Wind Ranger, what she got going for her? That is an Ogre Club into a BKB. That's a good solid pickup. That's going to prevent the Ravage from doing too much on her. I generally need just preventing damage from coming in. And that's the middle rack's gone. This is a problem for him. I mean, as of right now, it's back to 0. I mean, Dire, they had a huge advantage. But it's now back down to 0. The only thing that's really keeping them alive is the Ember Spirit's farm. And if they found the solution for him, it's going to become a problem. He really needs a BKB to prevent that Shackle from coming out. So as far as I know, Shackle doesn't go through BKB. I might be mistaken, but there's so many exceptions. BKB is a nightmare to figure out. I mean, there's so many exceptions to the BKB that it's almost ridiculous. Hopefully Valve will make it at some point a lot easier to understand what the BKB actually, how it actually works. And Ember, yep. It's going to be another creep wave cleaned up. He's going to be super farming now. It's going to pop down a Remnant there. And just going to be cleaning up these creep waves. I mean, he has a lot of pushing power, this Ember Spirit. He can actually split push rather efficiently. Now Riki is going to be jumping onto the Slaughter. Is now going to get lifted. If they get the vision on him, could be a disaster. Force Staff, they don't see him. Yep, Slithering Crush, not going to matter. They do manage to see him. I don't know how, but they managed. Tidehorn are now going to come in for the rescue. And they don't want to fight up against this. There is a Ravage up and available. And Frenchie. It's gonna be another tower gone, and there's no Ember Spirit to help him out this time. He's sitting inside the jungle, even though he's a fast rotator. I don't think it's gonna be enough, and Riki gonna go down as well. Phantom Lancer taking that kill.
Is over for you.
And Riki calling the GG. Father time. He's gonna drop low. There is no Ravage just yet. Global Silence pop it as well. Ember Spirit. He's getting brought down so fast. He's gone. Does he have buyback? He does have buyback. But yeah, that's your tier 3 falling. And this is a disaster for the Dire. They just can't stand up to it. They got the more damage. Oh, now the Ravage gonna get popped. Phantom Lancer is gonna fall. Maybe. Nope, the stolen Ravage is from Rubik. Holy hell. That is a problem. That's a lot. That's a very, very big problem. But they do manage to bring him down. Yep, they do. Legion is almost gonna die. I'm not sure what she's still chasing. Ember Spirit taking a kill. We're trying to go for a kill here. Isn't gonna find it. Silencer. He's gonna be inside the woods. They should be fine. Oh, man, maybe managing to find him. There was a nightmare. Question mark? That was not a very good nightmare. But yeah, Wind Ranger. I think that was a Wind Ranger TP. No, that was a Legion Commander TP back home. They did manage to take that fight and somewhat even it out, but still an Ember Spirit buyback. That's gonna hurt so much. The only way they were really able to... They got the gem though, which was rather important. And that was how they saw the Riki. They got the gem off. That's going to enable the Riki to roam a lot more freely, considering the fact that there shouldn't be another one on the horizon here. Nope, no gem. So they're going to have to resort to Sentry Wards for now. I would love to see the gem time. There it actually is. They got about 1.5 minutes. Minute 40 seconds until the next gem. It's a problem. Slider. Oh, not fast enough. Denied by the Ember Spirit there. It's gonna step back and forth. Up to 200 and some last hits. It's taking that farm board very, very seriously. But yeah, Wind Ranger just with the superior amount of or superior KDA. They got a Geometry Sight back in base. They don't want to give it up. They just don't want to, and I can really understand that. There's no point in keeping that gem out because none of these teams currently has a Shadow Blade, so there's really no way of nothing they can spend it on. Ember Spirit. The amount of regen that this guy's actually got is actually quite tremendous. Basically, Battlefield was made for Ember Spirit. If you look at it that way. Riki actually just got the silencer up on the top lane. I gotta keep more track of this guy because he's a problem to try to figure out. Now Rubik, he's found an Nimbus rune. They might want to go for this Slaughter. Where's the vision? They got it. They got the vision. This would be one dead Riki. They got the lift. And he's not gonna make it out. Rubik even stole smoke there. And yeah, it's gonna be your boots travel on the Wind Ranger as well. How's Slaughter actually looking on farm? He's got a Mithril Hammer. I would love to see that get turned into a BKB. Because I feel he's more the tank this game. Even though Phantom Lancer actually has the more health and the more armor. As of right now, another kill. Big kill on Ember Spirit, Wind Ranger. Holy hell, how did I miss that kill? My arm is actually kind of cramping up here. I gotta get that moving again. That's the first time that's happened to me. My arm actually cramping up. Been sitting here a long time today. As Legion Commander. Almost done with the AC. Phantom Lancer. Moving back onto that tower. Rubik. Little Rubik. Oh, we might actually have a dive in here. Rubik stealing the Nightmare Bane. Taking so much damage. And he's just going to go down. Tidehunter, he does have a Ravage, but doesn't really want to commit it. And I can understand why. Rubik has been so efficient with Ravage steals, and he might actually be able to steal it this time. No Anchor Smash has been popped. He's got to pop that. He's got to pop the Anchor Smash. Hasn't let go of a Gush. Hasn't let go of an Anchor Smash. Ravage is still the last spell used. We got to keep that in mind. Ravage is still... Oh, that's the Ravage stolen. Tidehunter. Mistakes were made. Oh, dear, no. And he's got the Force Staff. There's the Ravage. Legion Commander getting caught inside of that. Now going to get lifted. Wind Ranger. doing the damage. And that's going to be your range Drax gone. Is this going to be it? The tier 4s are falling as well. This is a disaster for the Dire. They're just letting go of spells left and right. This Rubik has been doing so much work. Now Ricky, he's back into the fray. Going to get the Rubik. That's going to be the Ravage gone. Phantom Lancer is now going to get dueled. If they got the damage, they do. Do they have it? No, they don't. Phantom Lancer taking that fight. And Tidehunter, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. Ricky, the only one really to survive this. He can take a Phantom Lancer if he wants to here. Mancestal, he's got to figure out which one's the right one. There it is. Ember Spirit going to be taking that one. But yeah, the tier 4 towers are falling. Ricky taking names. The Bashes. Oh, Wind Ranger, are you going to be able to make it out? If she doesn't, that could result in towers. She should be able to. BKB's going to wear off. Depends on how far Ember Spirit can throw it. There it is. That's the chains. And she should be gone. And that's a team wipe. That's the team wipe they needed. So much gold down the pocket of the Ember Spirit. And you can just see the graph changing towards the Dire's favor. Radiant were like way too far ahead. But they're down to tier 4s. And I'm not sure how they're going to hold on. Because as of right now, they got nothing working for them. They got nothing. And the graphs. Oh dear, lordy loo. As of right now, the only racks they need, they still have left is the top. But they still have a tier 2 there. But not for long though. All Wind Ranger needs to do is just to run up there and just poof, it's gone. Ember Spirit getting a very, very important item there. The Daedalus. It's done. It's finished. That's going to enable him to do so much more damage. Likewise with the Riki finishing up the Abyssal Blade. That's going to matter so much for him. Oh, Rubik stealing the chains. That could be a bit of a problem. He's lifted. Has popped the chains, didn't connect, and he's back out. Ember Spirit. God, dude, you're playing right on the edge. And that's the second Daedalus coming, or not second Daedalus, second Crystal is coming out. Even more damage. Already creating for 850. He needs the extra crits. He needs that damage to come out. Wind Ranger's still down enough for the count. Silencer picking up a new gem, so he's now priority target number 1. As soon as you get a gem, you basically stick a big bullseye on your back and just say, alright, hit me. Hit me. Behind my teammates, hit me. Tony Montana pointing it out here. So Riki does have the Abyssal Blade. Not entirely sure who he's actually coaching.
Regeneration.
There are a lot of options here. But he's coaching somebody. Might actually be the Phantom Lancer now that I think about it, because he was leaning up against the Tidehunter and he pointed out the boots here. Riki taking that, Aegis as well. Father Time trying to retreat back out. Has got the Desolator. The minus armor for this guy is ridiculous. He's already got 25 plus the 7, excuse me, that you get. It was maybe 9 some point, I think. I'm not entirely positive. Might have been 9. It is 7 now. So that's about 32 or 27, excuse me. 27 armor reduction. That's going to bring even that's even going to make fun of the Riki. That's going to pop him back down to 0. 0 armor. 0 physical damage resistance. As he's going to be jumping in on top of the Silencer. He's got the magic, or excuse me, I am not entirely sure. Ghost Scepter going for him. Now the Slaughter are going to be roaming back in. Might want to get the stomp on this Riki. He's not going to get it. There it is. That was the bash. They want to get this Riki. Now the Tidehunter are going to be coming in. Ravage number 2. No mana. He has got the Arcanes. Where is it? There's Ravage number 2. Going to be stunning up the Phantom Lancer. Now the win from the Legion Commander. This is difficult to see what's actually going on, but Ember Spirit, he's doing work. He's almost got... Yep, there it is. That's the Phantom Lancer gone, and it's a 4-4-3 as of right now. They got all the majors except for the Wind Ranger, and in the meantime, though, the Ancient is now exposed. So still not worth it. They got a lot of gold on the Ember Spirit, but still not worth it. He is basically done with the second Daedalus now. But he needs so much more. He can't handle it alone. Legion Commander. Got a Warrior about your mid there. He's now got Boots of Travel. That's an important item for him to get. Very, very important at this point. But yeah, if you look at it, I mean, experience-wise, Dire, they're ahead. But in gold-wise, it's just because of the sheer amount of towers that has been falling. It's the only reason why they're still on the behind. Behind. Some say behind. Some say behind. I'm not entirely sure why I actually say it, but I heard it somewhere and it's just stuck. Saying behind. I don't actually know why, but apparently it's kind of stuck with me. Wind Ranger, there's a gem. They might want to consider picking that up. Both teams are picking it out. Oh, using it as bait. Wind Ranger going to be going full on kill on mode on this Wind Ranger. Or excuse me, Wind Ranger just going to be completely dissolving the Legion. And that's going to be a gem on the courier. So they did actually secure it. And what's he got? He still trying to work his way towards that second data list. It's almost done for him. He's farming too fast. But yeah, as of right now, Tidehunter, he does have the refresher. I didn't talk or an emphasis a whole lot about it. Because as of right now, the Tidehunter, he's doing a lot more damage than he's actually doing good. When you pop a Ravage, you immediately use Anchor Smash. No pause, no delay. You pop the Ravage and you use the Anchor Smash when you're up against the Rubik. He has turned that shit around so many times. And Ember Spirit actually getting put down here by the Wind Ranger. That was the break they needed. Now Reiki, he's finding the Rubik. There is the Ghost Scepter. He's now going to get lifted. Backup is inbound. Reiki, he's going to try for the slaughter. The bashes are real. He's getting destroyed though inside of his own smoke cloud and he's gone. Is this gonna be it? They're so far behind as of right now. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to turn this around. Tidehunter, he does have a double Ravage incoming in a couple of seconds here. That might make a world of difference for him, but not entirely sure it's going to be enough. Because that Ancient is falling. It's falling fast though. Phantom Lancer doing what he can to try to dodge all this damage. Where's the Fiend Script? He doesn't know who to put it on. He's going to try Nightmare 1. That was the Legion Commander. It's the defensive Nightmare. Ancient is taking a bit of damage here. He doesn't know who to Fiend Script. Legion Commander having trouble standing up to the damage here. Has the armlet on, but it's not going to be enough. There's the Ravage. That's going to let go. Where's the second Ravage? Not enough mana. Slaughter is going to fall. Now the Wind Ranger, she is inbound and doing so much work. Where's that? That is the Ancient. That's going to be gone. This is the GG. I don't think there's going to be a turnaround. I think this might just be the GG, and it is. Game over. Impressive. Very, very impressive game by this Radiant side. Very, very impressive game by the Radiant, and especially by the Rubik. Getting those... It was not difficult for the Rubik to get those Ravage steals. But he got him nonetheless. I mean, that was the game changer. And Wind Ranger, holy hell, the amount of damage. And generally, just an overall good performance by Radiant. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much me for today. I got a date tomorrow, so I might not have anything there. I'm hoping to record Tough Guy Tuesdays maybe tonight, or I'm just gonna, postpone it until Wednesday. We'll see when I actually get around to it, as I do have I'll try not to have it too busy of an Easter, but I do have friends coming over. I got family business as well, so I'm going to be taking care of that. But nevertheless, that is about it for me. That's me, Frozor, signing off. See you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.